systems. So SAP installations we are discussing here. SAP installations here. So as part of the installation, we discussed about how to download the softwares from service marketplace. Then once you download it, then how to start the some SWPM tool. So then what are the softwares we required? What are the operating systems, databases, and also network bandwidth? So all those things we discussed. So can you someone name it? What are the softwares we required to install the SAP?
SWPM tool.
Okay, only SWPM tool we required. Any other tools?
Exports, kernel, DB client, host
Host
agent.
agent.
This is the one of the important point I'm saying. Okay, these are the list of softwares. So which is the software we have to, which is the software or which is the tool we have to use it for the installation purpose?
SWPM.
SWPM tool. In the SWPM tool, so what is the file we need to click? SAP-INST. Okay, SAP-INST installation. So when you go to the SWPM tool, so this is our server. In the C drive, we have the list of SAP softwares are available here. Host agent, SWPM tool, exports, kernel, right? These all are the available here, right? So for here, before installing the SAP, the mandatory thing is so database installation. DB, it's already installed. That we will discuss in the later point of time. Okay. So now, apart from the DB, so you have the SWPM software here. In the SWPM software, there is a file name is called the SAP INST. We need to click this application to start the SAP installations. SAP installation. So some more things about the SWPM tool. SWPM tool, the dedicated port number is 4237 is the port number here, right? That is the very important port number here. This is also one of the important question they may ask you during the interview point of time. So what is the port number for the SWPM tool? Why? Because this port in the Windows, the port is means tunnel, right? So port is like tunnel. In this tunnel, SWPM connection will be created here. So this is the port number is very important here. So when you start the SWPM tool, it will open the URL in the browser. Just better to you open, it will open in the Internet Explorer. You open in the, so in the Chrome browser here. You have the Chrome browser is available. So this is the port number. This is the URL looks like your host name colon port number. Host name colon port number here. Host name will change, but port number will not change here. Depends upon the operating system. So your host name means application server name. Application server name means computer name where you are going to install the SAP. So that operating system name is called the your host name. The SAP Windows is our so operating system name. How much GB we have? 10 GB we have. What is the operating system? Windows Server 2012 here, right? So what is the, when which drive we are installing? C drive. What is the free space? 121 GB free space is there here, right? So we are good. So minimum 200 GB, but 121 GB also fine here. In the real time, if you just someone ask you, just tell like we need 200 250 GB minimum is required here, right? Because this is the practical purpose we are installing. So that's fine, right? So here it will ask the, it is asking the, so just to open the URL in the browser, then it is asking the user ID and password. Just you type your user ID, okay? Just to type the user ID, the press the password here, okay? Just click on the OK button, then your SWPM tool is opened here. SWPM tool is opened here. So with this SWPM tool, we can install the any SAP application, any SAP products we can install it. SAP products means S4HANA systems, SAP NetWeaver 7.5, 7.52, ECC, in a solution manager. So anything CRM, SRM, anything we can install it. So currently we are installing the SAP NetWeaver 7.5 small application we are installing here. In this case, just you can go to the SAP NetWeaver 7.5, SAP NetWeaver 7.5 here. Okay, in the SAP NetWeaver 7.5, just select the which database, on top of which database you are going to install the SAP application. Why? Because for SAP, the DB is very important here. If you see the SAP architecture, this is the presentation layer, this is the application layer, this is the DB layer here, right? This is the DB layer here. This is the DB layer here, database, right? Database, it will store the data here. So this is the presentation, means your GU, your this is the presentation layer here. Presentation layer means your remote desktops, laptops, where you are the tools. This is the SAP application here. So this is the database here. From presentation layer to application, you will open the, so you will do that one. Now SAP will depend on the database here. So because of this reason, so SAP will depend on the database. SAP database, on top of the database, we have the SAP. So first we have to install the database, then SAP application server we have to install it here, right? So DB we have, so currently we have chosen as SQL server here, SQL server here. So then you can see it here. Then here DB is the SQL server, any database. As we have SAP, we can be installed on the any database. SAP we can install on the any database here, right? Database here, right? So then installation, we are doing the installation, right? We are not preparations, we are not doing something others like that. We are doing the installations here. Just click on the installation, right? So here, what installation we are doing? We are doing the SAP application server, ABAP application server. We are doing the ABAP application server. Then select the ABAP application server, then standard installation, standard system here. Okay, the navigation is like this here, right? So we are going to the any product if you go, but here we are taking the example of the SAP NetWeaver 7.5 on top of SQL server, then installation, application server ABAP, then standard system here. Standard means, so it's a standard system here. So means SAP DB on one host, we are doing the installation here. Click on the next button here. Then you will get the screen like this here, right? So it is reading the all the parameters and everything here. So now this SWPM tool will ask the all the questions. Questions means it will ask the please provide the exports location, please provide the kernel location, please provide the SAP host agent. Then all the information it will ask, we have to provide the information to this tool here. So they are the total 4 pages in the SWPM tool here, right? One is the define parameter section, then review the parameter section, then execute the service, then service completed here. This is the define parameter section here. In the define parameter section, we have to give the inputs. We have to feed the inputs here to the SWPM tool here. So here, see here, first one is the typical or custom. Just go with the typical one also here. Then what about the custom one? If you choose the custom one, you will get the many prompts, many screens you will get it out here. Then if you choose the custom, so the default screens we will get here. Just select the typical, just click on the OK button here. So it is verifying, everything will be verified here. SWPM not like that simple tool here. Why? Because whatever the parameters you are providing here, whatever the inputs you are providing, if it is correct, then only it will go to the next step. Otherwise, it will not go to the next step here, right? That is the main important thing here. So now you see here in the left side, in the right side, top corner, in the corner, you have the task list and so log files here, task list and log files here. In the task list, you see the what are the parameters it is reading here. Here it is collecting the inputs. It is asking us the inputs here. We are giving the inputs here. Then log files here. In the SAP INST, one more important file is here. One more important is apart from that port number here. So SWPM log files here, log files. So SAP INST dot log file, SAP INST underscore dev dot log file here. So these two log files are very important. You see here. So SAP INST underscore dev dot log files here. So these are the very important log files here, right? So here we have these are the log files. It will store the all the information. Means any errors or any issues with the installation, it will detect the all the issues here. As of now, it is collecting the input here. So now it is asking the SAP SID here. So what SID we can put it out here, right? SID means three alphanumeric characters here. Any number, any three alphabets, any number. So any character we can give it to the our SAP system. Simply identification purpose here, right? SID is the mandatory. Our own naming convention we can give it here. So what is the naming convention we can put? Anyone? So suppose we are installing the NetWeaver, okay? Suppose like NetWeaver development system, right? So simply everybody can understand, okay, this is the NetWeaver development system. So NetWeaver quality system. Like that, we can just put the NWD, click on the OK button here. Right? FQDN is not required here. Just uncheck the FQDN, click on the next button here. FQDN, so not that much of important here. Right? So password for all users here. You need to set the passwords. So then why? Because after the installation is done, we need to log into the SAP system. So set the password here. I set the password here. Then just click on the next button. So here, this is the log file. If you open the log file, here all the details are, it will be displayed. It will be recorded here. If any errors, log file means, dot log file means all the information will be recorded. Why? Because installation is running, installation related log file is available in the SAP INST dot log file here. SAP INST dot log file here. So here, so we need to check this log file. This log file is frequently get updated in the systems. It is updating. So here we can track the all the information here. All the information we can track it here. Okay. So it is checking after giving the passwords, it is checking the connection to the database server. So it is checking the connection. So whether a database is installed or not, it is checking the connection. Then select the tick mark here. Our database server name also same SAP Windows only. Because in the same SAP Windows, that is the host name. In the same host name, we have installed the database, and the same operating system name we are going to install the SAP also here. So you can choose the same database connection name. You can choose it here. Okay, database connection name, you can choose it here. Just click on the database instance name is just okay, same button here. So then it will check the connection to the database. Checking the connection to the database, then it will move to the next step here. It will move to the next step here. Here you can observe it. So all the log files, it's the main thing here. What's happening in the database, sorry, SAP installation, everything will be recorded here. Everything is getting recorded here. Okay. So that is the main thing here. So now the next question, it is asking can you select the package location here? Now it is asking the search the location, which means, so it is asking the kernel location. These files are kernel files here. So then we have downloaded the kernels in the C drive and SAP softwares. Then in the kernel, so in the kernel folder, we have the files are available here. Then we have chosen the path here, kernel path. Just click on the next button here. Then so it will read the all the kernel files here, right? It will cross check whether our downloaded kernel files are correctly downloaded or not. It will give the all the information here, right? So it's downloaded as a zip file. I have extracted. Now kernel files are getting loaded here. The kernel files are getting so loaded here. This is the kernel files here. Okay. So next one, it will ask the exports, then host agent, DB connection we have given, fine. Then SWPM we have started, that is also fine. Then it is asked for the kernel, that is fine. The next one, it will ask the exports, then we have to provide the exports here. Here, as of now, it asked the input like, so your SID, select the SID we have given like NWD. So then, so passwords for all users. Then we have selected the passwords here. Then, so kernel location it is asked. So then exports location it will ask. Like this, the installation will go. So who will ask? Here, SWPM tool, software provisioning manager tool here. So this tool will follow the installation. In the recent interview, one of the interview, so uh, they asked this question here. So what is the tool you used for the installation as a WPM tool? What are the softwares you have to download for the installation? All the softwares here. These are the softwares you have to download it here. That's why what is the port number for the SAP SWPM here? 4237. What are the log files you will refer if in case of any issues? These are the log files, right? All the information is very important here, right? So this is a very important. So here each and everything, now it is progressing. We are not sure what is happening here. So it is reading the files here. So just go to the SAP NST, just see what is happening. So it is processing the archive like C, SAP softwares kernel. In the kernel folder, it is reading the all the softwares here. All the softwares it is reading here. So then just leave it here. It will read the all the files and everything. It will read it here, right? So then it will ask the next set of things here. So in the SWPM software provisioning manager, we have the total 4 roadmap steps here. Define parameter section, review parameter section, execute service, then service completed. In the define parameter section, it is asking the what are the parameters. It will ask the parameters to define it here. So we are defining the parameters here. The next one is the review parameters here. Then so we have to choose it here. So once you have given here, you can see here, if you scroll down, you see all the parameters, then it is available. So the mentioned location, the related files are available. So it is available. Just click on the next button here. So here you no need to anything. Start the SWPM tool and give the inputs to the SWPM tool. Installation will take care of the all the SWPM tool itself. You no need to worry about that one, right? So you no need to do any more extra work here, right? So just to give the inputs to the SWPM tool. The tool will take care of the all kind of work here, right? The tool will take care of the all kind of work. Right? So next one is it is asking the prerequisite checker result. So click on the next button. So here your system does not meet the prerequisites here. Click no, prerequisites is skipped here. Just click on the no, that will be skipped. So it's not required. So it will ask the swap size. So that is that much of not required here. Just click on the next button here. The next one, it is asking the upgrade the host agent version. So you want to update the host agent here. So we have already checked the what is the version here. We have 62 version we have, right? Yes, we want to update the host agent also. Then select the host agent also here. Then provide the path for the host agent here. Then select the, so just to either you can just copy and paste it. Otherwise, go to the navigation, browse it, go to the C, and in the C drive, just select the SAP softwares, just select the host agent, then just click on the next button here. Then the host agent will be progressed here. The host agent file will be extracted here. So kernel asked we have given, then SID we have given, then host agent we have given, then exports. The only thing is exports it should ask. DB, three things it asked already. Then exports we have to give it here. So that is the main one here. So then host agent also available here, right? Just click on the next button here. So now it is asking the installation exports here. Then go to the package location here in the C drive. So, okay. So that's why we have to download all the softwares in one place here, So otherwise what will happen? Exports location, select the export location. Just click on the OK button here. Otherwise what happens? We need to download now. Now if you are downloading means it will take longer time. So as part of the preparation activities, we have to download all the softwares. We have to keep it ready for the installations. We have to keep it ready for the installation here. Okay. So it will take time only because exports are more exports. It will take the time here. So if it is so exports are the different here. So depends upon the your product usage, NetWeaver exports, ECC exports. So for your S4HANA exports, we have to download it. So here so depends upon the whatever your product you are installing, you have to change the exports here. So that is only one difference. So remaining all the steps, installation procedure, the way which we have downloaded the preparation work, the way which we have started the SAP SWPM tool, the way which we are giving the inputs, all the screens, it's a common, same. The only thing is exports inside of the softwares will change it here. So depends upon the product. So based on that the product, that respective product will be installed here, right? So this is the define parameter section. We are giving the inputs here. This is the very important section here. All the parameters we have to do the carefully we have to do the all the parameters here.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, in OS level, I think we need to do some prerequisite, no, sir? Like
OS
this.
level, previously we have to do the some prerequisites. So previous
Okay.
old versions, now it's not required this version.
Raj. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Fine.
prerequisites means Java JRE installation, right?
Installation.
Java,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Fine.
Java JRE, and browser. You have to install the browser. So to open the SWPM tool and the page memory, the paging, the swap memory we need to set. These are the things we required, but it's not much required here. It's optional. It's not mandatory. So browser
Okay.
anyhow in our systems, browser will be installed. So we need to specially perform it here, right? So Java means nowadays when you install the application server, automatically Java also getting installed. OpenJDK, some files are getting installed. Those will take care of. In case of it's not exist, definitely we have to install the Java also here. So we can just check the Java version here in the OS level Java hyphen version. Why? Because now Java is not free. It's a paid version nowadays. So nowadays when you are using for the enterprise accounts, Java is the paid version. So we can check whether in our system it is exist or not. So it's not exist. In our system it is not exist. Java is not exist. Even though maybe somewhere it is exist. Yeah, it's not exist Java. So but let me check. Yeah. So now it is asking the SQL Server data files, how many data files we have to create. Ours is the small business systems. Then we can use the small 4 number of data files. So what does it mean by small means? Data files in our database level, 4 files will be created here. That is what we are choosing here. If it is a medium size company, we can choose it here. Very large size company, we can choose it. Ours is a small. Then you can choose the small, then that will be, you can just click the next button here. So in this case, not sure what it is doing the 3D dots, and we should know, right? Then in this case, we need to check the SAP INST. So it will give the some information. Next one, it is asking the table decoupling. So just click the next button here. It's not required. So now exports also we have given, kernel also we have given, host agent also we have given, DB, all those things we have given. So nothing left now. Now it will ask the some simple parameters. It will ask it, just we need to just choose it, just click on the next button like this here, then it will continue the installation. So just it will go to the next step here, then next step, like this we have to continue the installations here. Okay, so here, what is the instance number? As I mentioned, this is the application server host, instance host here. Why? Because in this operating system, we are installing the DB, we are installing the SAP. So same host name or same computer name. So we will install our SAP also, right? So you want to keep the same or different? So we want to keep the same. So that is the same reason here. So what is the instance number you want to set here? So instance number. So instance number means two digits number, as we discussed. It's like 002 to 99 here. 002 to 99 we can set here. Any number we can provide to the here SAP. Any number we can provide to the SAP here. So here, it's already taken the 04 and 05. You can give the same. Maybe if you want to give the different, you can give the different also here. You can give the different also here. That is also possible here. If you want to give the different, you can give the different thing also here, right? So then click on the next button here, right? That is our wish. Our wish means in the real time, the customer or the client will tell you what is the instance number you have to give it here, what is the SID you have to give it here, what is the operating system name you have to keep it here. So why? Because it's their responsibility. The operating system name also it will be different here in their landscape. So you have to give like this here. So here it's our name, it's our own naming convention. We can give it the same here. Just click on the no SLD here. So just here, most of the times you need to click the next button. That's it. Automatically, so it will collecting the inputs here, parameters. All we are defining the parameters to the sum tool here. We are feeding the parameters here to the sum tool here. So whatever it is asking, all the inputs we are giving, then we are taking to the further here, right? So this is the sum sum SWPM tool here, right? So not the sum. So here, just click on the OK button. Just click on the OK button. No one asked in this detailed way, just which tool, what is the port number, and what are the softwares you required. Then which tool you will start for the installation, SWPM tool, what are the log files you will refer. So those things they may ask you. Why? Because here inside this one, they won't ask much one. Why? Because inside what it is asking, just too simple, it is asking the like a path of the your software paths and everything it is asking. Just give the path of the your softwares here. Just a few, yeah. Now you see different parameter section is completed. Now it went to the review parameter section here. In the review parameter section, so whatever the inputs we have given, the parameter summary, right? Just see it here. First time we have selected the typical, then we have given the SID, NWD, the passwords we have given, host name we have given, then kernel files we have given, host agent we have given, then right number of files, so parallel number of jobs, so instance number we have given, right? SLD. Then we have given the para exports here, media, then kernels, all those things here we have given here, right? All those things we have given here. So now if I just click on the next button, it will go to the execute service. Here it will start the installation here. Here it will start the installation here. Now it went to the execute service. Now see here, installation is getting started now. So it will take another 3 to 4 hours, max 4 hours to complete the installation here. So it is taking now. So why? Because it will take all the information, it will take it now. All the information, it will take it now. See here, all the steps and everything are there here. All the steps and everything are there. So it will complete it. It will take it all the steps here, right? So now what it is doing? It is creating the users installation, all those things it is doing here. In the installation, there is a one big in the installation. So one step, there is a import above step, import above step. This is the step here. In this step, when it comes to this step, all this will be completed very quickly here. When it comes to this step here, import above step, this step will take the 3 hours, max 3 hours here. So it's a small installation. If you take the ECC, it will take the 5 to 6 hours. If you take the S4 ANA, it will take the 1 day or so 10 hours, 8 hours for the in this step here installation. So installations, SAP installation is the very big installation here. SAP installation is the very big installation here, right? In all the softwares, it's not very easy to install it. See here, we have started the SWPM tool. We have given the inputs to the SWPM tool. Now installation is getting running now here. So what you have to do here? Why? Because it's running the 4 hours here, right? So when you started, just click on the cancel button here so that others will progress it here. At a time, only for installation, at a time, all the people cannot progress it here. All the people cannot progress it here. Why? Because it's an installation. So at a time, only one person can perform, but remaining persons can log in and they can validate their access and everything here. So once you have done the installation means giving the inputs, then when it comes to the review parameter section, then close the screen, hand over to the other person, here. So in this way, everybody will get the chance to work on the installation here. Okay, everybody will get the chance to the work on the installation part here. So what you can do? So someone who are there, so just when you are working in the system, just others can log in and validate the access, but whoever doing the access, just log into the system, just go to the SAP softwares, start the SWPM tool, then give the all the inputs. When it comes to the review parameter section, then your work is done. Why? Because remaining SWPM will take care of that one. Then cancel it here, then inform in the group I have done it here. Then same as like other, same as like other, like that we can, everybody we can get the chance to giving the inputs to the here. So finally, at the end of the day, so one person can log in, perform the all the steps, just click on the install execute service button, then installation will run. How we click the installation button, now installation will run. Then in this way, installation will run it. So over the night, at night it will be finished. So morning we have the system ready for the actual classes here, right? This is what you need to do it here, right? Got it? So at a time, only one person can do the installation. Any one number of people can log into the same operating system, same OS, they can log in. But only thing is, so only one person can do the installation at a time. Installation means one person can use the SWPM. Once that person is completed, you need to close the session and you have to give that once the person giving the inputs, everything is completed, then we have to ask other person to do the work here. In this way, we have to coordinate and everybody will get the chance to work on the giving the inputs, how to start the SWPM tool, how to launch it, all the information you will get the chance here. Okay, so that is the one thing here. So here So prerequisites, we already discussed the space, memory, OS, database, right? So, and also maybe if you want to add, you can also add the Java JRE also. Normally it's not required Java JRE. Why? Because previous SAP installations it's required. Nowadays we are new. We are doing the we are in the we are in the different generation now. So it's not required. Java is not required here. Why? Because the browser level the tool is opening. So browser level the tool is opening means JRE is not required here. So browser, anyhow, browser will be installed, right? So this is the port number. This is the installation log files. These are the important things you should be remember here, right? This is the entire installation part here, right? So this is the way we can discuss. So we can progress the installation. Once the installation is completed, your SAP system will be ready. SAP will be installed. Once the SAP is installed, what are the next steps we have to do it? So that I will discuss with the tomorrow here. Okay. So that is the next step plan here. Okay. So what you have to do it now? You have to do the installation now. You have to prepare the